and welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Megha Sharma. There are 12 people that have died. There are 25 who are injured after a blast in a car near Red Fort in New Delhi on Monday evening. In fact, the blast came after Jammu and Kashmir police recovered nearly 3,000 kgs of explosives from two residential buildings in Faridabad in Haryana. Going to dive deep into this story. There have been 12 people who have died. There have been 3 suspects that have at this point of time been nabbed. They are being interrogated and fingers are pointing to a Jaish-e-Mohammed ISIS module. Keeping in mind there were a number of these doctors who were studying and working at a hospital in Faridabad and in Saharanpur as well. And what was the connection of Jaish-e-Mohammed in this entire scheme of things, where raids were conducted, there were modules that were busted, and just a day after the Faridabad module was busted, there was an attack, a terror attack leading to the death of so many people. Let's start our conversation. Joining me on the telecast is S.N. Srivastava. He's a former commissioner of the Delhi Police. I'm going to start with you, sir, with regards to all these fresh inputs that we are getting by the minute. It looks like it was a very strategized attempt that was made. In fact, there were these explosive hauls that were taking place all across, from Saharanpur to Faridabad. It was happening in Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir was integral in working with IB and the state police as well, and they were able to, I think, able to expound what 29,000 kgs worth of explosives and timers and other of these apparatus that is used for making high intensity IEDs. The fact that this blast has happened just 24 hours, the Faridabad raid that has taken place, what does this indicate?
Well, you are right that there has been a big plan to cause a number of terrorist action all over the India, I would say, because the quantity of ammonium nitrate that has been brought and stored in Faridabad, maybe many more would be stored in other parts of the country also. How they brought it, all those things have to be looked into, and thereafter you mentioned 3, but I think more than 3 have been arrested, and all these are doctors. Look here, the indoctrination may have started in the. I was told that the indoctrination was started by a Maulana or somebody in Sopia, and he did it while he was a paramedic or associate with the medical profession in Srinagar, and thereafter he indoctrinated these doctors, and it took many years for these indoctrination to take place, and they located themselves in Al-Falah Hospital in Faridabad, and all this action took place. What I want to say is that these plans, when they plan much ahead. There could be many such plans in the offing, and we as a nation have to understand this and detect it as early as possible. Here, the good thing is that the Jammu and Kashmir police got the tip-off. They were able to get a large quantity of ammonium nitrate along with the persons. And within a short period of time, we were able to find out who were the perpetrators in Delhi attack. So these are all good things, but many things more is required to be done to ensure that this is the only one and no further.
Okay. Also the fact, does it come as a shock to you that these individuals, 7 of them have been nabbed, 3 of them whose names we know, we're talking about the key perpetrators, Dr. Shaheen Saeed, Dr. Omar Mohammed and Dr. Muzammil. Now, these individuals are highly educated. They have been studying in these medical colleges, and then they have also been teaching over there. The fact that they existed in the ecosystem for so many years and they could not be suspected of doing anything untoward or anything suspicious that would raise eyebrows, that would commence investigations against them. In fact, what we are also getting to know is that there was a network of NGOs and medical welfare programs that these individuals were working in, and these NGO channels were used as illicit transfers and coordination of funds. It's only been revealed over the past few days after the Jammu and Kashmir police has started doing these raids in different parts of the country, especially in Haryana, and you're talking about Jammu and Kashmir, and now the blast that is taking place in Delhi. Why has this happened? Why have our security forces, our NIA and RAW not been able to detect something amiss within these doctor fraternity that have been working and studying in these institutes for years together?
Well, this type of questions keep coming. I will answer later. But one thing is, why doctors? You know, when I was heading the special cell, which is the counter-terror unit of Delhi Police, you know, the number of engineers and technical people who had no criminal background or no negative background, they were associated with Indian Mujahideen, because they always try to pick up such people who have no criminal past and who cannot be suspected. Here they chose something different. They have chosen the doctors fraternity for carrying out the planning and carrying out the terrorist attack. Tomorrow there could be women whom we do not suspect much, and they could be the ones who could be carrying out terrorist attacks. So these things will happen, and everybody has to understand that this can happen. Now, the number two thing is, do you suspect or do you feel that every person who goes to a doctor, in this case, they are the criminal doctors, but I'm talking of a genuine doctor, good doctor, well-meaning doctor, that every person who goes to him will be saved? So to pick up things in a big mound or pin from a hay, it's very, very difficult. There is always an effort from the intelligence agencies, police, to ensure that they get the information well in time and not allow a terrorist act to take place or any other criminal act to take place, but yet these happen. In fact, I commend J&K police, the Haryana police, to be able to stop a large part of terror act before the one which happened yesterday.
Okay.